different rootstock in. The funny thing about Sauvignon Blanc is it's highly susceptible as a variety. So actually all of our Sauvignon Blanc is a single clone. It's Clone1, which came in to California in the 1880s because of the California Grape Commission, which went all over France. And you know that story, right? That's the fabulous history of phylloxera, our beautiful gift to Europe. The California Grape Commission went all over Europe, collecting cuttings of clonal material of noble varieties, because in the 1850s when we had the gold rush, the only thing they could find was mission grapes that the Franciscans had brought up from Mexico, and we thought we weren't going to get very far making mission wine. So the state of California commissioned these folks to go over and get cuttings, and we thought, in fairness, we should share a little of our own vine cuttings and introduce phylloxera, unfortunately, to France. So that was not a good exchange, not our best moment. But anyway, from Chateau, we got Clone1 Sauvignon Blanc. And it's interesting because Marlborough, that fabulous Sauvignon Blanc grape growing area in New Zealand, got their Sauvignon Blanc from California. And if you think about Paysac and Yountville and Marlborough and that all being the same clone, and how truly different it is in all those areas. I mean, radically different. It just shows you how variable and how adaptable, I should say, that great clone is that originated over in Bordeaux. So that's all we have on the ranch, but because we've got these 8 different soil types and they're on different rootstock, they really respond differently. And we match yeast as well to those different types to try to get kind of that full spectrum of yellow and green and orange citrus and maybe a little melon if we're lucky on a little bit of a warmer year, and maybe a little tangelo if we're lucky in a little bit of a cooler year. And that's the lovely thing about a single vineyard, is you can really dial into kind of the micro block level and really adjust your fermentations and your yeast to those individual underlying soil types. So that's the Miller Ranch, which should, what a lovely description. I think the wine is just almost as good. And with that, I should mind my manners and say once again, thank you for joining us, and cheers to you all. Cheers.